96.3, the heart of Geelong, Werribee and the Surf Coast. And whilst the Big V basketball season is done and dusted, I just couldn't let this season go without a review of the grand final from last weekend. And the man of the moment, Tomi Ayilara, Wyndham champ. Congratulations, mate. Leading the team to success by 180-79 over McKinnon. That was something extraordinary.
Thanks, it sure was. A real big thing to be a part of. Great.
You in particular were enormous. Some massive blocks at critical times just provided such impetus for the team. When we were 16 points down, 7 minutes remaining in that fourth quarter, how did you continue to retain such a positive, optimistic approach?
I just knew that what we'd worked on through the season was going to come through. Like, we'd really focused on our defense leading up to, especially that last game of the season. So I just knew that they had to kick in at one point. They made their big run. They were tired, and so we just took advantage of it.
Now, the situation obviously presents itself at training to be able to play through some of those scenarios. They had 6 seconds to work with. They'd advanced the ball into their front half, and 3 broken plays basically won Wyndham the title. Is that the sort of thing you're able to practice at training?
Absolutely not. There's nothing you can really compare. Like, you can always run through some stuff, like some sets that might happen, something like that, but there's no way you can compare it to what will actually happen. There's always going to be, like, someone's going to get their fingers in, get a tip or something like that. There's always going to be something that you can't account for.
I reckon when Miles Thomas came over from the US to be one of the imports for Wyndham this season, he probably couldn't have even dreamed of the way in which it would finish for him. With 6 seconds on the clock, he's drained a triple after a bit of a loose ball. Oscar Jones obviously had the little bit of a stumble there, and at the same time, Miles was able to seize on the opportunity and drain the dagger.
Yeah, so we'd in that first game we played McKinnon, Miles had the game-winning or game-tying shot then, and like as it goes, shots make, shots miss. He missed that one, but we all knew that if he was taking a second one, there was no chance it was going to miss. So we had faith in him.
Fantastic. Now, it wasn't just a special night for the men. Obviously, the women, they provided the curtain raiser on the night. It was a very special win by Jared Hillier's girls. Pretty extraordinary season for Wyndham to do as they did in 2022, winning both the women's and the men's in Big V Championship.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like, it's crazy that it's happened one time, let alone one club do it 2 times, and the only 2 times it's ever happened. So it's a crazy overall achievement for the whole club.
Absolutely. And I reckon what was really special about the win, just to refocus on the men's, was that everyone played their significant role. And one of your very good mates in Kane Hines, I felt that he played some really telling moments too.
Yeah, he did. He really comes up big. Like, we say it all the time. The announcer say it. I think I've heard you say it. He's our glue guy. He just keeps us together when we're on the floor. Just does all the little impactful things that don't get noticed on the box score. So played one of his best games of the season. Came up when we really needed it. So yeah.
I'm speaking with Tomi Ayilara, championship winning player with Wyndham in the men. And just finally, Tomi, we know that both Lucas Allen and Jared Hillier are moving on from their respective coaching roles. Tell me about the legacy that they've created and that the things are going to be able to take the Wyndham program forward, given their departure.
I was always going to give newer coaches or newer players coming through the system something to strive for, just going for a new championship, just something to look forward to. And always leaving that mark as well, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very, very special night. It was a very special season for the Wyndham Basketball Association, taking out both men's and women's championship titles. The men against McKinnon, the women against Bulleen, who was the arch nemesis, and the women have played Bulleen across the course of the last 3 grand finals. They've got them 2-1 over the Boomers, but on this occasion, it was Wyndham prevailing. Tomi, thank you very much for joining me on The Big Picture in Sport. I look forward to catching up with you at future basketball games.
No worries. We'll do.
There's Tomi Ayilara from Wyndham Basketball, and they are champs in both men and women. This is The Big Picture in Sport on 96.3, the heart of Geelong, Werribee and the Surf Coast. More sport to come.